For thousands of years, human empires were measured by their mastery of the forge. The civilizations that learned to bend iron to their will were the ones that survived, crafting weapons and tools that easily outlasted the hands that held them. Later, that same heavy metal became the literal backbone of the modern skyline. We learned how to cast it into massive steel beams, defying gravity to build cities up into the clouds. But getting this material has always required brute force. We build massive machines to tear open the ground, scraping raw iron ore from deep inside the Earth's crust. Because we have to physically dig it out of the dirt, we logically assume that is where it was created. It feels completely native to our planet. Our entire historical relationship with iron rests on this premise. It is a terrestrial element, born in the rock beneath our feet. But there is a text from 1400 years ago that presents a completely different narrative. The 57th chapter of the Quran is named Surah Al-Hadid, which translates directly to the iron. Verse 25 of this chapter contains a specific phrasing. It reads, "And we sent down iron, in which is strong material, benefiting people." The text avoids standard terms for terrestrial creation, opting instead for a verb that signifies descent from the heavens. Linguistically, this arrival from above contradicts the assumption that iron is a product of the earth. For centuries, a reader might interpret this as a poetic flourish, but viewed through the lens of modern astrophysics, this description operates as a precise, literal account of the natural world. If iron didn't originate here in the Earth's crust, we have to look up. The most obvious candidate for creating heavy elements is our own sun. Stars act as massive pressure cookers. Through nuclear fusion, they take light, simple atoms like hydrogen and crush them together under immense heat to build heavier elements. This diagram illustrates the fusion cycle inside a typical star. Our sun is hot enough to forge carbon and oxygen, but the process hits a hard red barrier long before it can produce iron. The core is simply too cold. The laws of physics hit a dead end here. Fusing iron atoms doesn't release energy, it actively absorbs it. If a standard star attempted to make iron, it would drain its own energy supply and die. That means not a single ounce of the iron you see around you could have been manufactured anywhere in our local solar system. To find a forge hot enough to make iron, you have to look at ultra-massive stars, giants many times larger than our sun, right at the very end of their lifespans. When these massive stars run out of fuel, their cores collapse inward, triggering a violent supernova. It's only in that final fraction of a second, under the pressure of a dying star, that iron is forged and blasted outward into the dark vacuum of space. Billions of years ago, clouds of this drifting cosmic debris cooled and coalesced into meteorites. These iron-rich rocks then actively bombarded the young Earth, seeding our planet from space. The iron in our tools, our buildings, and our soil physically fell from the sky. The Quranic statement that iron was sent down matches the exact mechanism of planetary formation. This cosmic origin is reflected in the numerical structure of the text itself. In the Arabic system of gematria, where every letter has a value, the word for iron, hadid, totals 26, the exact atomic number of the element. When the definite article is added to name the chapter, Al-Hadid, the value becomes 57, matching its placement as the 57th surah. A description that appeared purely symbolic for centuries now aligns with the observable mechanics of the universe. This cosmic iron is a foundational requirement for biological life. This representation shows a hemoglobin molecule inside your bloodstream. Right at its center sits a single iron atom. That atom is responsible for physically locking onto oxygen in your lungs and carrying it to every cell in your body. Outside the body, we rely on that same molecular strength to generate mechanical power. The massive turbines that electrify our cities require iron to withstand extreme heat and continuous pressure. It forms the heavy infrastructure that connects civilizations, allowing us to span wide rivers and tie distant landmasses together securely. Whether it is pumping oxygen through human veins or holding up modern megacities, this dust from dead stars serves as the universal scaffolding for earthly progress. A prophetic hadith characterizes iron as a metal Allah provided to help people be strong. positioning it as a symbol of resilience for the community. That spiritual concept of strength mirrors the physical reality of the metal itself. The material we use to build our toughest foundations was forged in the most violent cosmic forces imaginable. The journey of a single iron atom spans light years and epochs. It was created in the dying breath of a massive star, thrown across the galaxy, plunged into our planet's crust, and right now it is pumping through your own heart. The story of iron suggests that faith and modern science operate as two complementary lenses, focusing on the exact same universal truth.